I should just press that at the end. Hi everybody, it is so good to see you here and welcome to KV Online. Well, this week we're doing something a little bit different. We are doing a live art demo today, and because it is summer, we have the opportunity to sample some really tasty treats. And so today I am going to teach you how to draw a couple of these sweet treats. The first one is going to be a popsicle. Love popsicles. And the second thing we're going to draw is a nice cold glass of lemonade. So all you're going to need for today is 2 pieces of paper, because we're doing 2 drawings. So 2 pieces of paper. You're going to need a marker. Now it can be one of these Crayola magic markers, or it can be a Sharpie of any color that you wish. I'm probably going to stick with black today. And we're going to need a pencil with an eraser. It's very important that we have an eraser. So one thing I want you to remember today is I am not a professional, so please try this at home. So my trusty camera person's gonna come on over and we are going to get started today with a popsicle. I'm so excited. All right, so this is kind of the warm-up. The second drawing is a little bit more complex than the first, but we are going to get started with a big U-shaped kind of semicircle with a bit of a point at the top, just like this, and up and down just like that. And you're going to make sure that both sides are the same length. Now this is the body of your popsicle. And if at any point I'm going a little bit too fast, this is going to be made available later today, so you can watch it again and pause it as many times as you like. So for the bottom of our popsicle, it's going to be a line across the bottom, but make sure you do a little curve right there, because there are no sharp edges on popsicles. You want nice smooth edges. There we go. There's the body. Now we need a stick, because you don't want to get your hands sticky when you're eating your popsicle. So it is going to be another U shape at the bottom, but a little bit smaller and just in the center like this. So I'm going to go down and back up. And look at that! We got a nice stick! How's that? But now we got to get a little bit more fancy. Now there's 2 ways to do this popsicle. One is you can do a couple of stripes down here to make it look kind of like a multicolored rocket popsicle. Or the way I'm going to do it is a chocolate dipped popsicle. Oh, that sounds so good. So what you're going to do is about 3 to 4 centimeters from the bottom line. That's about 1 inch for the people who still use metric system. If any parents are watching, we are going to do a nice wavy line. Going to do a couple of waves here, and then we're going to do a dip right there, because of course chocolate dipping is a bit of a messy process. Nothing's perfect. And so we got that kind of popsicle idea. But this is a cartoon popsicle with a cute, adorable, smiley face. So we're going to draw that now. We're going to start with the eyes. So we're going to draw 2 circles about the size of a loonie approximately. And so there's the first one. And the second one is right there. But now we're going to need to give him a little bit more personality. So we're going to draw a little bit of a smaller circle right in the top right hand corner here, and you're going to copy it on this eye. And then in the bottom, you're going to see why this is really important. It provides a really nice reflection, cartoony look. You're just going to do a little highlight at the bottom, a little circle, and another little one right there. And now all you need to do is color it in. This is the fun part. Now, do your parents ever get on your case about not drawing inside the lines? Well, today you can draw inside the lines, you can draw outside the lines, you can draw on top of the lines. Hey, as long as you don't draw on the walls, it's all good. So I am almost done. And look how those highlights just make those eyes come alive. Just like that. Perfect. Oh, look at those eyes. They're so cute. And now we are going to do an adorable little smile on our guy. So we're going to do another little loop, kind of like a small version of what we did for our popsicle stick. And you're going to do a curved line right at the top with a little bit hanging out on the left-hand side. Just like that. And now we got to make sure this guy has a tongue. So all you need to do is do a little curved line right in the middle of his mouth there. And guess what's next? We color in the mouth so that you see this guy has his little tongue sticking out right there. And the last part, which just makes it so much more adorable, is a little cheeky line right there. And that is your popsicle cartoon for the day. Now today I'm not going to be coloring it in, but you guys, if you'd like to pick some of your favorite colors, you can color this whatever color you'd like. You can have a strawberry popsicle, you can have a raspberry popsicle, or a grape popsicle. What other kinds of popsicles are there? Do any of you like orange popsicles? They're good too, with a little bit of chocolate on top and everything. So you can color these in, and you know what? Make sure to send me your pictures of your popsicles, either while we're live here today or even throughout the week. I would love to see your artwork just like this, only all colored in and beautified just like this. All right, so that is our first piece of artwork done. And now we're gonna get a little bit more complex. So make sure your brains are in gear, and we are going to do a nice glass of lemonade. So come on back here, camera person. I'm just gonna take a drink of coffee here. Keep me going. Pastor Emily goes crazy without her coffee. Well, I go crazy with my coffee too, but that's another story. So the first thing we are going to do is in the top left-hand corner of our page, we are going to draw a circle. So it's about the size of the rim of my coffee cup here. So we're just gonna go, and you gotta have sound effects, right? There we go. And then you are going to do another one that is, let me see, is it inside or outside? Let's try outside this rim. So again, we need some more sound effects. Let's do a whooshing sound this time. And almost done. There we go. So in case you haven't guessed that, this is going to be our lemon that you're going to put on top of the lemonade. Our third step, you're going to put the cap on your marker, and now you're going to pick up your pencil. And again, about the same spacing as you have right here, you are going to draw very lightly another circle right on the inside of the one that you just made. Just like that. And I'm a little bit picky with my coloring, so I'm going to make this a little bit more circular here, just like that. And now this is a little bit tricky, but if you follow along step by step with me, I promise this is going to look great. And hey, even if it comes out a little bit differently, that is okay, because art is all about what you make of it. So right now we are going to draw two lines that are straight up and down, just like this, just a little bit apart from each other, just like that. And you're going to cross back over like that. Now you're going to do the same thing again, only instead of going up and down, you're going to go in kind of an X formation. All right, so it's gonna go right through the center. Now, if this is a little bit tricky, this step, you can get a mom or dad to help you with this. And again, on this side, we're going to go up and up again. So it almost looks like a wheel when you finish it off like that. Now, our pencil has done its job, and we're going to pick up our marker again. And what we're going to do is, you see these little triangles that my pencil drawing has created? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to color in, or just outline these triangles, so it almost looks like a piece of pizza. You see? And like that, when you connect those up, it looks like one piece of pizza, two pieces of pizza, three pieces of pizza. Is anybody else getting hungry? I keep talking about pizza. So it should be 8 pieces when you are finished. And some of them might be a little bit bigger than others, which is okay. 3, 2, and 1. You see how that kind of looks like a lemon now? Or it may look like a wheel too, but they look kind of the same. So this is where you need your eraser. You see these guidelines that we made? We're just going to take our eraser and we're going to rub them out. So all we see is the beautiful lines that you have created with your marker. And that's why it was important to draw kind of lightly, so it can rub out really nicely, and then you have a beautiful lemon. All right, maybe let's take a hand stretch and make sure that we're all ready to go for our next step, because this time we are going to start actually doing the cup. So we have a few different steps. We have the lemon, which we just did, then we're gonna do the cup, then we're gonna do the lemonade in the cup, then the straw, and then the ice. So you are done at step 1 of 5. Give yourself a high five. There we go, awesome. So come on back here and we're gonna do step number 2. So you are going to put your marker about a little, about a third of the way down your lemon, about right here. And you are going, actually, no, I'm gonna start here. That's where you're gonna end up, but this is where you're gonna start. And you are going to draw from the center here a nice curvy line around and up, just like that. See, made a little boo-boo there, but that's okay. So that's the inside rim of your glass right here. The next step you're gonna do is, again, with the outside rim, you're going to follow that curve all the way around. And you see how that's starting to create that shape of the rim of your glass? Now this one's kind of fun. We're gonna draw a long line that kind of tapers off at the bottom, but you're almost gonna go to the bottom of your page. Leave about 1.5 inches at the bottom. Okay, great. And now, on the other side, over here where you have this point, you're going to make another line going down to match. So it is going to end right about here. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Look, it's already looking like a glass. That's incredible. And to finish off the outline, we're going to do another curvy line, and it goes around like this, and then you got your bottom. All right, next step that we are going to do is we're going to start to put our lemonade in the glass. So you just finished step 2 of 5, so we're going to go on to step 3. Going to be about halfway down your glass. You're going to pick a point that's just a little bit out from the side. I'm going to go with right here. And you are going to do another curvy line that goes up and around to here. And then another one that almost looks like a mirror image of what you just did and kind of make it a little bit round. That is the top layer of your drink. Now we are going to, let me just check my handy dandy instructions. We're gonna go down the side here and down the side here. And then we're gonna make another circle, just like we did up here. Go around and make a mirror image of that above here. Now that kind of looks like there's a little bit of lemonade in the glass. Probably after I did this, I realized there's not much lemonade in my glass, so you might want to put it up a little bit. But once you know the way to do these drawings, you can do as many as you want, and you can do different kinds of lemonade. You can do pink lemonade or yellow lemonade, which is your classic lemony lemonade. Have you ever heard of any other kinds of lemonade? I only really know of pink lemonade and regular lemonade. Please let me know in the comment section if you like any other kinds of summery drinks and other kinds of lemonade. Okay, so we're gonna come back because you just did step 3 of 5. We are over halfway there. This is so much fun. All right, our next step is we are going to make our straw right now. So the first thing we're gonna do for that is we're gonna draw a line from here. I'm going to do 2 points to connect here to about here, and they're going to be straight lines. So if you'd like to use a ruler, that is totally fine. I'm just going to freehand it and see how it goes, okay? All right, so far so good. Let's see if I can do it. Not bad, not bad. There's going to be 2 parallel lines. Parallel means it's like a railroad track. They're side by side and they never ever touch. So we're going to make another point right beside it up here. And another point way down here at the bottom. Okay, and we're going to go from point to point and connect the dots. Here we go, and that's not too bad. I think that looks pretty good. And at the bottom, to make sure we have this nice little curve, we're gonna do kind of like what we did here, a little curved line to show that is the base of our straw. And we today are going to be doing a bendy straw because bendy straws are the best kind of straws. We're going to do a little bend kind of down to about this point here. So it's just a little one right there. And then a bigger bend down here. And at the end, we do a little circle because that's where you drink from. And now we get to put the bends in the bendy straw because without the bends in the bendy straw, it's not a bendy straw. Just in case you were wondering. So we're going to have 5 different bends in the straw and we're going to count them. So count with me together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and a half, 4 and 3/4, 4 and 7/8, 5. All right, look at that beautiful bendy straw that you just made. Now that is the 4th of 5 steps that you're going to take. And the last one is a little bit tricky. So if you want to get a mom or dad's help with this one, or if you just want to skip this step, that's okay. But I'm going to try to put a beautiful ice cube in my lemonade. Do you think I can do it? You sure? Not... Oh, I think my camera person is saying yes, I can. Thank you, beautiful camera person. All right, so we are going to come back over here and we're going to try the ice cube. So the first step of the ice cube isn't too hard. All you have to know how to do is to draw a square. A beautiful 4-sided little square. That's all you need to do. So the first point is going to be just next to your straw right here. The next one's going to be about here. And then you're going to build a square here. And the other one's just hidden by the straw. And now we make a square. Now, because this looks 3D, you're not going to draw that line over into your straw area, otherwise it doesn't look quite right. And connect this, and this, and there we go. Okay, now this is really good for 2D or two-dimensional drawing, but I'm going to teach you how to do it in 3 dimensions. So the way you do this is you take your marker and we figure out these points that we have here. So we have a point here and a point here, and you're just going to draw a little line down about here. And another one equal length just down here. Good. And then parallel to this line, you connect, and parallel to this line, you connect here, and that should come to this point, so we don't need that. Okay. Well, friends, I think we've done it. How does that look? Now, guys, remember, I would love to see the drawings that you have created, but this is my lemonade, and honestly, you have to tell me what kind of lemonade it is, because I'm not doing the coloring today, but you guys, you have to make sure that you color yours in and send me a picture, because I would love to see your incredible artwork. And you know what? I'm not a brilliant artist. There's tons of stuff that you can find online to be able to learn to draw these really, really awesome pictures. So what I want to leave you with today is just a thought that I had. We're doing artwork, and it made me think of a verse in the Bible that says that we are God's workmanship, or in some translations it says his masterpiece, and we're created in Christ Jesus to do good works which he has planned out in advance for us to do. And when we were doing these pieces of artwork at the beginning, when, for example, with our little popsicle guy, when we just had the little loop here and he didn't have a face and he didn't have his chocolate dip or he didn't have the stick in the bottom or whatever, did he really look like the masterpiece that he ended up being? I don't think so. And sometimes in our lives we see all the things in our lives that we maybe don't think are polished and complete. We might think, oh man, I can't run as fast as my friend can. They're so much better at it than I am. Or I'm not that great in school, or I can't do something as well as a friend of mine can. Well, you know what? God has created us all differently with our own gifts and talents. And sometimes God is working on us to create in us the ability to do things even better as we practice, but he's also working on the inside of us so that we can be more loving, joyful, peaceful, patient, kind, good, faithful, gentle, self-controlled, all of the things that the Holy Spirit does within our hearts. And so I just encourage you, if there's ever a time today where you're just feeling kind of blah and you're wondering, hey God, what are you up to today and why am I feeling down about myself? Just remember, you might be at the early stage of God's work on the masterpiece of your life, but just hold on for a little bit, because I believe that God is going to create an incredible masterpiece out of your life as you just keep trusting in him, and he will bring you through and you will be amazed at the outcome. Well guys, thank you so much for joining me for this special episode of KV Online. And please let me know if you enjoyed it, because I'd love to do some more for you. And always remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I. Have a great week.